All right, I'm back. We're going to look at the Nazi conspiracy so you can see that I wasn't just making that stuff up in the other video when I was talking about it. Because I know people like you just making this shit up. All right, here we go. Okay, the Thule Society, originally a study group for Germanic antiquity, was a German occultist and folk group founded in Munich shortly after World War I and named after a mythical northern country in Greek legend. The society is notable chiefly as an organization that sponsored the DAP and the German Workers' Party, which was later reorganized by that guy into the you-know-what party. According to that guy's biographer, the organization's member list reads like a who's who of early those guys and leading figures in Munich. You can say it's most of them, most of the high-ranking guys. Okay, so here we can see this kind of interesting tidbit where it's like they're the Order of the Holy Grail or whatever, right? It's kind of a clue there. Right. Okay, so there's theories about the UFO and stuff like that, which I don't know how founded that is, but then we're going to go over to the next one, which is this. So they did have possible technology, right? Similar sentiments regarding German technology resurfaced during the 1947 flying disc craze after Kenneth Arnold's widely reported close encounter with 9 crescent-shaped objects moving at high velocity. Personnel of Project Sign, the first U.S. Air Force UFO investigation group, noted that advanced flying wing aeronautical designs of German Horten brothers were similar to some UFO reports. So they just had some weird planes, right? Okay. So then if we go over here. Now, you can't really like understand Gundam Wing fully unless you understand the occult like history of this type of stuff. And specifically Project Paperclip, because Project Paperclip is a lot of what Gundam Wing is about, that and like kind of like the post-war period. But anyway, okay, so what was Operation Paperclip? Operation Paperclip was a secret United States intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from you-know-where, Germany, to the U.S. for government employee after the end of World War II in Europe between 1945 and 1959. Several were confirmed to be former members of the party, SS and SA. Okay. Efforts began in earnest in 1945 as the Allies advanced into Germany and discovered a wealth of scientific talent and advanced research that had contributed to Germany's wartime technological advancements. The U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff officially established Operation Overcast. Operation Overcast and Paperclip were related, and the terms were often used interchangeably, with the dual aims of leveraging German expertise for ongoing war effort against Japan and to bolster the U.S.'s post-war military research. Okay, so we can see recruits included such notable figures as Werner von Braun, a leading rocket technology scientist, right? Operation was not solely focused on rocketry. Efforts were directed towards synthetic fuels, medicine, and other fields of research. Notable advances in aeronautics fostered rocket and space flight technologies pivotal in the space race. The operation played a crucial role in the establishment of NASA and the success of the Apollo missions, right? So, you know, nice guy German scientists were brought to the United States in order to start NASA, right? This is true. This happened, right? Okay, so that's one of the main points that you have to kind of like keep in mind, right? When you're thinking about what's going on in space and all this space stuff now, right? And then here is the Indiana Jones stuff that I was talking about. So you can see I'm not like just making this stuff up, right? In their search to prove the superiority of the Aryan race, the party began searching the world for archaeological evidence that would prove to the rest of the inferior world that German people were not only a superior race, but that they transcended traditional human standards. One archaeological exploit made popular by the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark was the search for the Ark of the Covenant. Another, perhaps less known exploit was their attempt to discover the lost island of Atlantis. Right? So they were running around Europe and North Africa looking for the Ark of the Covenant. Right? So it's not, I'm not making this up, not making it up. Okay. So that is that. You can see that I am not making this stuff up. There actually is such a thing as the Thule Society, and it was used to study like ancient history, which they also used archaeology to try to prove that they had existed there before and that there was like a people group they were the same people group basically. All right. You can see they're deep into occult and mysticism. Right. All right. We got it. Indiana Jones, right? So I'll be back in a bit. Talk to you later, and peace.